You found us. How did you find What Pros Wear on Instagram?
I think it was on the popular page. I was like kind of searching like different like custom cleat ideas, stuff like that, and then you guys popped up because you get different looks at different models and colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
From all sorts of different athletes.
That's awesome, man. So happy to hear that. So you know us. I don't need to explain what we do. We also want to, we love the gloves. And what model do you have? What's that model right there?
It's a Rawlings Pro Preferred. Technically PRO1000-9KB, which I don't really know what that means.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like using a 12 1/4 inch glove with the Pro Preferred leather. I'd flare it a little bit.
Notice that. Yeah.
That's about it for me. Yeah.
What's the difference for you between Pro Preferred and Heart of the Hide? Do you have any opinions on that?
Yeah, I've always noticed Heart of the Hide. I think it feels a little softer, if I'm not mistaken, or I might be backwards. I really don't remember.
Yeah, so you just like Pro Preferred and that's been working for you?
Yeah. I had a Heart of the Hide my first year. When I get 2 gloves a year on this contract, and my first year I got a Heart of the Hide and Pro Preferred to see which one I would like more.
Yeah.
Pro Preferred just felt better on my hands, so that's what I went with.
Yeah, and again I see another guy with you even have that finger stall there, that on the middle finger and not on the index finger.
Yeah, I put 2 in the pinky finger like that.
Yeah.
It just feels like you can close the glove easier. What's funny is in high school, a bunch of my teammates did that, and I was like, I would never be able to do that. That would feel awkward. That would feel weird.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got to pro ball, I started messing around with it. I was like, wow, this actually feels a lot better around the mitt.
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and then I add this thing on top just in case I ever feel like putting my finger out, which I don't. I guess it's more just for style, like a little thing right there.
Yeah, it does look good. I like the red stitching. It's a nice little touch there. So how about the way you care for the glove? Anything special on that? Looks like it's pretty well worn in.
It's very worn. I had this glove since spring training last year.
Uh-huh.
And last year I used this one, then I had a like camel colored one. That was actually 12 1/2, which is too big. I'm gonna make both of my gloves this year 12 1/4.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I've been using this one for a while. It's getting near the end of its life, so I'm gonna get a new one coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. Okay, so and I would love to get into like style off the field a little bit if I can.
Uh-huh.
And this is kind of a little moment for me to ask that question. Who's the most stylish off the field here in the clubhouse? Who's the worst and who's the best?
Worst and best. Well, it's my first spring training, so I haven't gotten a read on everyone yet, but just based on people walking in, let me think. Revere looks like he's got some pretty good style. I like what he's working with. Gio's got good style because he wears good shoes.
Yeah.
He's with Jumpman, so
Yep.
he's got the hookup on that.
How about you? Where do you fit in?
Pretty plain. I'm like the baseball player that's wearing J's and Lululemon at the same time. So, yeah.
Hey, do you do Pilates? Do you do the yoga?
I do.
Does everybody do it?
Yeah, I do some yoga in the off season with my trainer. We do a lot of yoga stuff, some Pilates stuff as well.
How do you think it benefits a pitcher, or just any player?
Yeah, your core strength goes through the roof. You have enhanced mobility. Your hips open up. It's all sorts of stuff that helps as an athlete, especially baseball player, when so much of what you do is like turning and based on your hip movement and shoulder movement and stuff like that.